They tell you that if you lose one sense, your others become sharper. They lie. When I lost my sight, the world didn't get sharper. It just got louder. And the things hiding in the dark realized I could no longer see them coming. My name is Noah. I haven't seen the sun in 3 years. Not since the accident that left my eyes milky, blank, and useless. But I know exactly what this room looks like. I can feel the damp, slimy moss on the stone walls. I can smell the rot. And right now, I can hear something pressing itself against the other side of this very wall. Most people would run, but there's a problem. I'm not trapped in a cave. I'm locked inside my own basement. And the thing scratching on the inside of the wall sounds exactly like me.
Let's go back to how this started. When the blindness took over, my wife Sarah moved us to this isolated fixer-upper in the woods. She said the quiet would help me heal. But the quiet was an illusion. In a house this old, you learn the language of the wood and stone. The stairs groan when Sarah walks up them. The pipes hiss when the water runs. You build a map in your head. But 2 weeks ago, my map stopped making sense. I started hearing footsteps when Sarah was at work. Not normal footsteps. They were heavy, dragging, yet completely silent whenever they stepped on the creaky floorboards, as if whatever was walking knew exactly where the weak spots were.
One night, I woke up because the bed shifted. I reached out, feeling the soft warmth of Sarah's shoulder. I smiled, relieved, and whispered her name. No response. Just a slow, wet inhale. Then, my phone rang on the nightstand. I reached past the figure in bed to grab it. I answered. It was Sarah. She was crying, calling me from her car. She said her engine had broken down on the highway, and she was still 30 miles away. I froze. If Sarah was on the phone, whose shoulder was I touching? Before I could scream, the thing in bed slid out of the sheets. It didn't walk. It slithered toward the closet. And as it moved, it let out a sound that shattered my sanity. It was a voice. My voice. Rough, unpracticed, whispering. I didn't wait for Sarah to get home. I panicked. Blindness makes you a prisoner of your own skin. I stumbled out of bed, crashing into walls, tearing down curtains, just trying to find a place to hide. I found the basement door. I threw myself down the wooden stairs, tumbling into the cold, damp dark. And that's where I've been. For hours? Days? I don't know. My phone died. The basement is completely sealed, reinforced by ancient stone foundations. I crawled into the tightest gap I could find, a narrow crevice between the main foundation and the earth. Cut back to the main image. Noah's face pressed hard against the wet stone. I pressed my ear against the stone, hoping to hear the police, or Sarah, or anyone coming to save me. But instead, I heard it, on the other side of this solid 3-foot-thick stone wall. Tap, tap, tap. It was tracking me through the house, and now it was inside the foundation itself. It moves through the solid rock like a parasite through flesh. I can feel the stone vibrating against my cheek. The moss is cold and wet. My eyes, these useless, milky eyes, are wide open in the pitch black. I can't see it, but I can feel the pressure building. The stone is cracking. The entity is right on the other side of this layer of rock. It speaks again, through the stone, in my voice, perfectly matching my exact panic. Please, let me out. It's dark in here. I realized something then. A thought so terrifying, it makes my blood run colder than the stone. The voice isn't just mimicking me. It knows things. It knows about the accident 3 years ago. It knows about the headlights. It knows about the glass. I scream at the wall. What are you? The scratching stops. The basement goes dead silent. And then a new sound echoes from the top of the basement stairs. The door clicks open. Heavy, frantic footsteps rush down the wooden steps. It's Sarah. She's finally home. She's calling out for me. Noah! Noah, where are you? The police are on the way. I try to yell back to warn her, to tell her to run. But no sound comes out of my throat. My vocal cords are completely locked. Instead, the voice inside the wall answers her. From the darkness of the stone crack, my voice yells out perfectly. Sarah! Down here! I'm trapped in the crevice! Help me!
I hear Sarah running toward my voice. She's crying, shining a flashlight into the dark. Noah! She gasps. Oh my God, I see you. I hear her footsteps stop right in front of the wall. But she isn't looking at the crack in the stone. She's looking right at me. At my face. My milky eyes. I expect her to pull me out. I expect her to touch my hand. But she screams. A blood-curdling, horrified scream of absolute betrayal. You're not Noah, she sobs, backing away. What did you do to my husband?
And suddenly, the map in my head shifts. The blindness clears, not in my eyes, but in my mind. I look down at my hands, pressing against the stone. Except, they aren't hands. They are pale, elongated, shifting masses of shadow and stone. I look at the wall. I'm not looking at a wall. I am inside it. I am looking out of a mirror. The man with the milky eyes, the creature that crawled into the house, the thing that was blind, lost, and mimicking a human voice. It wasn't a monster hunting Noah. I am the monster. I am the thing that crawled out of the dark 3 years ago after the accident. I took his place. I took his face. I took his wife. And I forgot what I was until I got trapped back in the dark. The real Noah's voice, muffled, terrified, and human, echoes from deep inside the house's foundation. Sarah, run! Sarah turns to run up the stairs, but I can feel the house now. I can feel every creak. I can feel the weak spots in the wood. And as my milky eyes track her in the perfect, beautiful darkness, I realize I don't need to see to catch her. A sudden, violent slam of the basement door. Total darkness. Sudden silence.